What's up, guys? Milk and Cookies here, and today we have a little something different for you guys. Today we have a little bit of gameplay from the Halo Reach beta. Um, the first thing I want to say about the Halo Reach beta is it's flat out amazing, and I really feel bad for you if you sold your ODST because you didn't like it, because this is just awesome. And I really recommend that you go borrow it from a friend or go rent it at Blockbuster or whatnot, because you should really have the opportunity to at least try this game. But anyway, let's get back to this commentary. As you can see, this is like the opening lobby. Back before it fades into gameplay, you can see that you can vote on what game type you want and like what map you want. It gives you like a little list, and I think that's pretty awesome to let the people choose what they want to play. I think that's personally just a great idea. But anyway, as you can see, we have a game of King of the Hill on Powerhouse, the map is called. And what you saw a second ago was the option for you to choose your loadout. And that's what I find an interesting move by Bungie. From beta gameplays I've seen previous to this, I've seen that you can actually start with weapons such as the shotgun or the DMR. But for certain game types, like the Team Slayer variant, I think all of the game types in the Grab Bag playlist, which is just all of the team games in one, you only get to start with an assault rifle. But anyway, as you can see right here, this is a new weapon called the Needle Rifle, and it is the Covenant equivalent to the human designated marksman rifle, and it basically is it shoots one needle at a time, except it's like a high-powered needle, and it's actually pretty decent. But as you saw right there, that was one of the new assassination moves. If you go up behind an enemy player and hold down the B button, you perform like a little special action. It's kind of like the equivalent of a teabag, I'd have to say. So the first thing I want to talk about of this beta gameplay is the classes. For the beta, there are 4 different classes so far. They all, like I said, they all start you with an assault rifle and a pistol, and the main difference between each class is your armor perk like things. It's your perks is what it is, and you get 1 perk per class. And as you can see for the class I'm using right now, you get an active camo perk, and you may think it's a little unbalanced, but let me talk a little bit about it. The active camo perk does turn you invisible, but it's not like a full invisibility. Like, you can still see the enemy. Like, as you move more, you're easier to see. But if you're taking it slow, you're a little less visible, but you could still be seen. It's not like you're completely invisible. But the downside to it is that it causes a radar jam. Whenever you use it, it jams your radar for yourself, for your opponent, and for your team. So I think it's pretty well balanced. It's good for these objective game types to be able to sneak around the map and sneak to objectives without being spotted. But another another armor perk that you get is the Armor Lock ability. And the Armor Lock is, what happens is you basically go into a crouched position and you can't move, but you also don't take damage, and if enemies, like, you may think it's retarded because people will just come and wait for you to be done with your little armor lock and then assassinate you. But actually, if anyone's close to you, it like sends out a little EMP burst, and it basically takes down their whole shield, and it lets you just easily kill them. But I think that's also a very well balanced perk. I mean, it's not like you can kill people while you're invincible. It's just if you're low on health, it allows you to basically be safe, and I think it's pretty fair. Another perk is one that you might have seen in the majority of the beta gameplays, and that is the jetpack. As you can see right here on the screen, it lets you get it's a huge aerial advantage over your enemies. And as you can see right there, that's why I like the camo. You can really just get up on people like that. But the one downside to the jetpack is that even though you can fly around and you can get to places quicker and higher places easier, you're very immobile when you're in the air, and that's a huge downside. You can't really fire back, and if someone gets the first shot, you're basically done. And the final perk in this game, in the beta, is the the sprint ability. And the sprint ability, there really is no downside except that you can't shoot while you're in your sprint mode. You go very quickly, and it allows you to get to, like for Slayer, I'd recommend for Slayer, to be honest, because you can really run to the power weapons that you want to get to quickly and really get there before the enemy gets there. Now that we've gone over all the little armor classifications, I want to talk a little bit about the new things to this game. The first thing is the weapons. As you can see, they've replaced the battle rifle with the designated marksman rifle. It looks very similar to the battle rifle, except that it is a single-shot, 12-round clip weapon. I believe it's a 4-shot kill to the head, which is very powerful. And to be honest, I think it's a little unbalanced. Even at close quarters, a good marksman is able to beat out an assault rifle, which I seem to think it's I think it's pretty ridiculous. But we'll see what Bungie does about that. They also gave the pistol an upgrade. Fans of Halo 1 will remember this sucker. It is a 8-round clip. I think it's a 5-shot kill to the head, and it has a scope, and it's very powerful, high rate of fire. This brings back memories of the good days when you could just sit back with 4 players on the couch in Halo 1 and go to town on each other with a pistol. As you can see right now, like the pistol, like you get that scope. I just took out that guy's whole shield, like with one clip of the pistol from halfway across the map. It's a little powerful, but I think that the other weapons balance it out. I already went over the Covenant needle rifle. It is it's the Covenant equivalent to the human DMR, 1-shot rifle, and another Covenant weapon that they tuned up a little bit is the plasma rifle. They give it a high rate of fire, a little bit higher damage. Not that much different though. Still that sucker that you remember from those other games. They also changed the plasma pistol a little bit. It still has like the overcharge and you can still shoot it, but they also make it so you could shoot like more single rounds without it overheating, which is a pretty interesting move. The final new weapon I want to talk about is the Covenant beam rifle, or the focus rifle, I think it's called. The focus rifle, I have to say, is probably the cheapest weapon in the game. You could really, as soon as you see an enemy, you could kill suckers at close range with this thing. I mean, if you just hold it down, it takes like 10 seconds for it to overheat, and it takes like 3 seconds to kill someone. So I find it to be very overpowered, and I really hope that Bungie notices that through this beta. Now that we got all the weapons out of the way, I want to talk a little bit about Powerhouse. This map is, I think this is probably the best map I've ever played in a beta, just ever. I mean, if all the maps are somewhat reminiscent of a map like this, I think that Halo Reach will be very well off. It makes for great indoors and outdoors combat. It varies from long range to mid range. All the weapons and perks seem to be extremely fair on this map, and I think it's overall very balanced and a very good map. And I really hope that maps like this are in like the final game, because I really found myself having a really great time on this map. Like you're gonna see in a video I'm probably gonna wind up posting tomorrow, or maybe the day after, maybe Wednesday. I have a game of Team SWAT, and this map is just perfect for a game like that, and I thoroughly enjoy it. But anyway, this game is coming to a close, so I want to ask you guys, for those who got the Reach beta and for those who didn't, are you looking forward to Halo Reach? I mean, does this make you want to get the game? Does this even make you want to go out and get ODST so you can play the game? Shoot me a comment, personal message, I don't mind. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed.